So Farley, Todd, and myself are on our first winter camping trip of the year. We're at Dinosaur Provincial Park in Alberta. As you can see, it's very wintry, and we're camping in our rooftop tent. And I thought I'd vlog a little bit of our camping weekend and show you like our camping setup. So we're just about to set up camp now. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and we've got a few hours of sunlight left. So we're gonna set up camp and we'll bring you along. Hope you enjoy. So the rooftop tent that we have is the iKamper Skycamp 3.0. We just got it last summer, so we haven't taken it winter camping yet. But they sell this insulation accessory that goes inside the tent that's supposed to make it more comfortable for like winter camping. And we've never installed it yet. This will be our first time trying it out. So all we've done so far is opened up the tent and I put fitted sheets around the two mattresses that are inside. And then I think this is the next part, so I'm going to try it out, and if I get it right, I'll take you inside and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just installing the insulation tent right now, and it comes with some instructions. The first part is to find the door, and I really had trouble finding the door because there's so many openings. So what I started was just with, there's these 4 S clips along the top, so I just connected those to the top of the rooftop tent, and now I can see that, like, okay, this is actually for the skylight and this one's the door. And yeah, and what I didn't realize is that it's kind of just like it drapes down over the roof and sides of the tent, and then just kind of like it'll tuck under this mattress, so it's not like a full, there's no like bottom of it. So that's something I didn't know. So I'm gonna keep working on this and follow these instructions, and I'll show you what it's like at the end. Okay, I just got the insulation installed, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Oh, wait, I gotta open the skylight so you can actually see. One moment. Okay, so this is a little tour inside our iKamper Skycamp 3.0 with the insulation installed. I haven't seen too many videos actually showing this on YouTube, so hopefully this helps somebody. Hello, little one. You can come up soon, okay? Okay, so when you unfold it, it's kind of like a tarp that like comes down around from the roof, from the top bars of the tent, and kind of comes down along the walls. And then there's no bottom to the tent, so this is just our regular mattresses. I have a fitted sheet around each one, and then the sides of the insulation tent kind of like tuck underneath. So this is what it looks like. And when I unfolded it, you just have to find where the door is, or because there's so many openings, there's like the door, there's the skylight, and the 2 windows. If you can't figure out which one's the door, you can just do it based on like where the different clips are. So the S clips, there's 4 of them, and they attach along that back bar. So that's the back of the tent. That's where like the map would normally be. And then there's little loops that hang from the top there. So there's 4 S clips that go along that back bar. And then there's clips that go in that back corner with like a tension strap. So you attach those next and you tighten them up. And then there's, I don't know how many, it was like 9 clips that go on this front bar. I'm going to turn around now, okay? Okay, so now I'm facing the door of the tent. So there's like 9 clips that attach to this front bar, and they just clip in. Oh, you can actually see them through here. So there's these kind of clips. So we usually have our light strip that runs along this bar, which we won't be able to see now that the insulation is attached to this bar. But yeah, they just hang along this bar, and then they go all the way down, and there's one more that goes down here in this bottom corner, and there's a zipper here that you can still access the window if you want to, and there's a little like loopy that you can use to keep it open, I guess. But I'll just tuck that back under. Yeah, so the clips that attach to this bar here, and then the last attachment is in this front corner by the door. And this is the hardest one because everything's kind of snugged in at this point. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, so just in there is where the last attachment is. And that's really it. It didn't take me too long. It took me like probably 5 minutes. And this is my first time ever doing it. Yeah, I just had to go around and like tuck all the insulation in under these mattresses. I don't know, can you see that? So it's just like bare floor under there, and then you can just tuck it under these mattresses. And now we'll just bring up our bedding and set up our diesel heater, and should be pretty comfy. Feels pretty cozy. Obviously I've got like the skylight open and the door open right now, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, I just got all the bedding set up in our tent, and I've done a full iKamper tour before on our other YouTube channel, so I'll link that in the description if you want to see like a full tour of how we just like set up the tent and how we set up the bedding and stuff. This is what it looks like for now. So we have, to start, Farley, she's so whiny. So we have, these are the two mattresses that come in the iKamper. This one usually goes up at the head of the tent when we fold it up, and then we just cover them both in a fitted sheet. We got a flat sheet, a couple pillows, and then we do a feather duvet because we're bougie and it feels cozy. So the insulation does make the tent feel a little bit smaller. Like you can see it kind of sags in from that back, I don't know, headrest area. So it does feel a bit tighter, but I don't know, I think it's going to be really cozy. Okay, we have our diesel heater set up, and to be honest, I don't know what most of it does. There's a lot going on, but I will show you anyways. So this is the heater itself. Do you remember what brand this is? Planar. And this campsite has power, so we have it just plugged into that. But for times when we don't have power, we're trying to figure out a solar generator power bank system that will work for it, but it needs quite a bit of amps to get started, and we haven't had success with our we have a goal 0 power bank right now that doesn't provide enough amperage. So that extension cord from over there, we have it going up into the window, and then there's, what are these? These cords from here also going up into the window. And then I'll take you inside and show you what the inside looks like. I know it's kind of a mess. I just left it all out because I wanted to show you. So this is the power cord that's coming from like the power supply outside from the campsite. What's the other one? These cords were the ones that were coming from the heater itself. So it has to plug into this. I think this is an inverter. I don't know. And then this thing plugs into the power. So that's how the whole thing is getting power. And then there's this remote that is also attached to the heater that we bring up here. So this is how you start it and control the heat. And then this is the hot air tube that we have coming in. So I just hit start on it. We're just trying to start it up. But once it gets going, it's nice, hot, dry air. So hopefully it works. And then I'll just like hide all of these cords and stuff like under here or something so they're not all out and looking a mess. My goodness. Are you okay, baby? It worked. We've got hot air. So now we just brought up our bags. We keep all of our clothes and toiletries and stuff up here, and this bag is to put our boots in because we don't have a good system for our boots in the winter. In the summer we usually just hang our Crocs like outside of the tent. Yeah, in the summer we usually just hang our Crocs outside on the ladder, but in the winter it's kind of nice to have your boots inside so that they're warm when you go to put them on in the morning. And then we just have our Goal Zero here also to charge some of our stuff. So we can keep all this stuff inside the tent because this tent is huge. And we're very lucky because it's just the two of us and Farley, so we've got tons of room for activities in the tent along with just like the space for us sleeping. Because look, all our stuff is in here and I'm laying down. Okay, move over. I don't know how to control this gimbal. Anyways, there's tons of room in here, even with all our stuff in the tent with us. And here's a look at it from, I'm in the doorway right now. See, I just got our Goal Zero. I tucked all the cords in under there. Todd's got his duffel bag full of clothes and stuff. There's mine. There's our boot bag. And yeah, still tons of room for us to snuggle up. It looks like we're starting a fire. Okay, we're fully set up camp. We've got a fire going and it's, what is it? 4 o'clock. So it took us about under an hour to get all set up and everything. I know. So we have probably an hour until it gets dark. So I don't know when we're gonna eat and all that stuff. But yeah, all the hard work's done. So now we get to start drinking and enjoying ourselves. And yeah, start enjoying our long weekend of camping. We survived the night. It was really cold and there was some scary noises that we thought was like a bear scratching at our tent or someone trying to come and steal our stuff, but it was actually just one of these straps from our tent flapping against the tent. But I wanted to give you a tour of the back of our truck and show you like how we set up for storage and cooking and stuff. Okay, so we just got this last year. We got this decked drawer system. So these drawers kind of slide out and there's compartments in there where we can store a bunch of stuff. And there's one on each side. This side's a little bit bigger. So we need to, part of what we were going to do on this trip is figure out where we wanted to store everything to like make our lives easier. And then we've got this Alucab fridge slide. How does the fridge slide work, babe? You just like up? Or do you want to show?
Yeah, so you just pull on this and it opens the latch.
Yeah, so it tilts down so we can like open it up and see what's inside because we're short. So having it tilt is pretty nice. Cool. Oh, we're just getting our breakfast ready. Just boiling water for coffee. And we pre-made a breakfast scramble with like hash browns, ham. Okay, I don't know if this sound is working. It says the microphone's blocked, which means it's probably frozen. But yeah, we're boiling water for coffee, and then we pre-made a breakfast scramble with like hash browns, ham, tomatoes, peppers, onions that we can just like pour in the skillet and heat up. It's a really beautiful day, but it's like cold. Hand warmers are coming in clutch. So we'll probably go for a walk. I don't know. There's been lots of like coyotes. We've been hearing them. So we gotta keep this little one safe. Safe from the coyotes, right? Oh God. Oh, it's chunky. Everything's frozen. Are they kind of frozen?
Yeah.
Jeez. It's really good. My hands are fucking freezing.
Yeah, me too.
Want to see me chop some wood? I did that. We've never been here before, but it's pretty cool looking. So the only other group that was in the campground just left this morning, so it's just us now. And there's lots of garbage cans around the dog poop, so that's pretty sweet. Let's go see Daddy. I feel like it's finally warming up. We've got a good fire going. Finally defrosting, and even though it's like super cold and uncomfortable to do anything, it's still fun. It's fun to just focus on the really like bare necessities of surviving, like keeping warm, eating, going to the bathroom, getting tons of sleep, because it got dark at like 5:30 yesterday and we stayed in bed till like 9:30. So you really like catch up on sleep, takes your mind off of whatever other stresses are going on because you're just focusing on like survival. And it's just so peaceful out here because there's no one else out here. The tent was really warm last night. We kept the diesel heater running all night. So I don't know if it would have been warm enough without the heater. Like, it was pretty cold last night. My phone doesn't work, so I don't know. I couldn't check the temperature and we don't have a thermometer. But I would guess it's like between -15 and -20. Oh God, I don't know if you can hear me. It says microphone blocked again. But yeah, I would say it was probably between -15 and -20 last night. And we used the heater all night, but I think the insulation really helped because you could tell like down lower where the insulation just like tucked in under the mattresses where it like was kind of open. You could feel it was a little bit colder and draftier down at the bottom, but up near the top where we were sleeping, it was pretty good. Are you even having fun, or are you cranky? The Lysol wipes that we're using to clean all our dishes are frozen, so can you see that? So I'm sitting on them. Aww. You two are just the cutest. Oh, makeout session. Snow zoomies! Quite the hole you just dug! Oh my God! Are you finding dinosaurs? Okay, Farley, that's enough. We gotta cover this back up. You find fossils, baby?
Here, dig in the snow a little bit. Get your face clean.
Get your face clean. Crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're so cute. It's only 4:15, but it's so cold we can't even be outside anymore. And we're probably too cold to even cook dinner, so we're just gonna eat like chips and snacks and stuff. We're gonna start the heater and hang out in the tent. Winter camping is hard. Still no regrets, but this is probably the coldest we've ever camped. Dinner! Let's see what's in here, baby. Oh yeah! Not for you, okay? Not for you. I've got Farley's dinner in here too. Some kitty. Okay, it's 11:30 a.m. and we're finally getting out of bed on our last day. Our diesel heater died last night. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and the heater was just off. It had run out of fuel and it was starting to blow just cold air. So Todd turned it off and it was cold last night. It was so cold. But we didn't have any like scary wind slapping the tent, coyote, slender man scarings, so that was good. But it was just really cold. So we stayed in bed as long as we possibly could. And now we have to get up and put everything away. But the sun's out and we're gonna do this. It's gonna be awesome. So we decided that instead of cooking breakfast here, we just want to get packed up and we're gonna go to the nearest town. We're gonna go to Brooks and grab McDonald's or Wendy's or something for breakfast because we're cold, we're done, we want to go home. So I'm just gonna pack up the tent and oh my gosh, I didn't bring sunglasses. We are curious to see if the insulation will fit inside the tent when it closes up. So we're gonna try it out and yeah, and then we're just gonna get packed up and go. So the insulation fit up in the tent, no problem. It's gonna close just fine. We always take out our duvet, but we ended up taking out the pillows as well, just because we weren't sure if the pillows and insulation would fit. But now that it's closed and it was so easy, we probably could have left our pillows up there too. So that's a plus, because we didn't see too many videos on YouTube saying whether or not the insulation would fit back in the Skycamp. We have the Skycamp 3.0, by the way. If it would fit back in there with it closed, but ding ding, it fits. Look at our water. Can you see? It's completely frozen solid. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, we're pretty much all packed up and we're ready to head back home after our first successful winter camping trip of the year. Final thoughts. This is the coldest weather we've ever camped in, for sure. We've never had our water freeze completely through, and like it's only mid-February, so the days are still really short, so it doesn't leave us a lot of time to like do stuff before it gets dark and cold. Did the insulation on the tent work well? I think so, but we definitely still needed a heater. But I don't want to think about how cold it would have been in that tent without the insulation. So I'm happy we have it. What other final thoughts do we have? Always pack more diesel than you think you're gonna need. We emptied that tank of diesel in under 2 nights. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we had fun. It was a good trip. Farley, I think, is ready to go home. She doesn't like being cold. Look at her right now. Just sitting right on my lap like a little baby. So thanks for following along. If you liked this vlog, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions about winter camping or just general camping with a dog in a rooftop tent, let me know. And that'll give me an ideas on things I can share in the future. Ready, say bye. Bye!